If you keep connecting to narcissistic people and you feel like you keep ending up in narcissistic connections, it is because you were raised in a toxic household and or family. So I made this video to bring awareness to both people out here dealing with narcissists and also to the narcissist that's making people feel this way. No, I'm not a clinical doctor. I am not a therapist. I am not anything of those natures. I don't have a degree in this subject or anything like that or as such. I've only experienced these things in my life to talk about it to other people. So, to the people who may get on here and tell me who I'm not, that's okay. Because I know that I'm not. But I know what I've been through. And you can't take that away from me. But to those who want a better understanding, this video and this content is for you. In this video, I was describing the root of where narcissism actually comes from and why you keep falling up in these same cycles. And narcissism actually steers up from your childhood due to a narcissistic parent, a narcissistic grandparent, or caretaker, caregiver. Usually, people who witness and experience narcissistic abuse as you get older, or the reason why you keep chasing after these narcissistic relationships, is because you experienced that narcissism as a child. You still have open childhood wounds that traumatized you from your past that leads you into these narcissistic connections with people in your present. You may have never felt accepted by your family. You may were rejected of love from your family. You may were blamed, manipulated, gaslighted as a child. You might have to have stepped up to be the adult in your childhood. You might only have had yourself to look up, to take after you as a child. You didn't receive an accurate amount of emotional stimulation growing up as a child. You could have been raised by someone who neglected your needs. This could be both overtly or covertly. In my situation, it was covertly. So I speak more on covert narcissists. But I also know about overt narcissists as well, as I've witnessed both ends of the spectrum. Now, when it comes to these situations, growing up as a child, you may or may not understand. And depending on which child you were, whether that be the scapegoat, which is usually the child that takes the most abuse from the narcissist. You never felt loved. You always felt out of place. And you always felt disconnected from the people who were supposed to protect you. This person may feel left out the most. This person may know what's going on. This person may not feel comfortable speaking out or reaching out. This is the child that narcissist throws everything on. When things went sour, wrong, or bad, either in your life or in their life, they made it as if it was your fault. So in this case, everything will be your fault. You may have watched those parents treat the other siblings differently. They left you out purposely. They made you feel a type of way purposely. You being the scapegoat, you literally take on all of the abuse. You hardly ever heard the words, "I love you," from family and from the people who raised you. The only thing, and I mean only thing, that was consistent in your life growing up was child neglect, fear of being yourself, always being alone, never being included, never being recognized, being put down for sharing or feeling your emotions, constantly being called sensitive because you knew how to express yourself, being told to stay in your place because you stood up for yourself. And it'll be different for like the golden child, where you were worshipped and you were praised and you were put as the favorite. So they show more favoritism towards the golden child because you were special. Okay, and this person may grow up to be entitled. The scapegoat, however, may grow up to witness more narcissistic abuse in relationships, or even feel incomplacent in the world. You feel lost, you feel unaccepted, unappreciated, and it's hard for you to establish healthy boundaries, whereas the golden child may grow up to be a narcissist themselves. You also have the other children, like the one who knew. Okay, this is the child who knew something was off in the family. Usually this is the truth teller. This is the person who, as a child, you may have walked up to your parent and told them that they treat the kids differently, or that this person is mean. You know, that you are the one who would confront that person, but you were the truth teller. You told the truth. And separation. You were usually the one that can't be shut off, and you usually the one that the parents kind of drift themselves away from you, or narcissistic people drift themselves away from you, because we know that narcissists cannot really handle the truth. The way a narcissist moves around is through lies. We all know that all narcissists are liars. No matter what type of narcissist you are, no matter if you're a grandiose narcissist, no matter if you're a covert narcissist, you could be an overt narcissist. Okay, it doesn't matter what type of narcissist you are, or what type of narcissist this person is. All narcissists lie. That's how they get by in the world. Even with enablers, they try to make the abuse that you went through less than what it really may be, because they don't want to call out that person for their abuse. So they may just tell you, you know how this person is, you know how that person act. Or you even got people who tell you, well, no matter what, y'all blood, that's your cousin, or that's your mom, or that's your dad. Like, they try to undermine the abuse that you're going through. Those are the enablers. Those are the people that does not hold this narcissist accountable, which usually would be this person's, and when I say this person, I'm talking about the narcissist. The enablers are usually either the people who don't understand how deep this abuse is, or this is the narcissist's flying monkey. So the narcissist actually needs the enabler in order to have someone to help them upkeep in the abuse that they are putting the people around them in. Now, it's hard to step away from narcissistic abuse, because 9 times out of 10 you could be taking it from a parent or a grandparent or someone who raised you, and in those cases you may not want to separate yourself from this person, or it may be very hurtful to do so. And in some cases, some people can't completely step away from that person, because you may be the caretaker of this person now, or you may still be living with this person, or you may be young and you still in school, so you can't get away from this person as of right now. That's why there's a lot of different methods to handle narcissistic abuse, like the gray rock method, minimal contact, or no contact at all. Those are options. Okay, but I would say don't get caught up in the narcissistic games, because narcissists like to gaslight you to make you feel like it's your fault, tell you these things never happened, it never existed. If you ever were to confront a narcissist about the pain that they put you through, or the neglect that they got you feeling, these people are not emotional beings. They don't steer from emotions. They have a lack of empathy. So the things you're telling them, they are going to undermine them, either telling you that you're taking things too seriously, okay, trying to cause doubt in your mind, or they may even try to make it your fault and blame you. These people never take accountability for nothing. It's going to always be your fault, or they're going to always find fault in somebody else. It's never them, it's always you. So you have to keep that in mind when trying to confront a narcissist. Or better yet, maybe you may be someone who didn't know about narcissism, and you've tried to confront this person on multiple different occasions, and in the end you feel bad for even coming to this person about what you are feeling, because at the end of the day, you feel worse. You feel absolutely worse it's like I should have just kept quiet, or I should have just kept to myself, or I should never even say nothing to this person or brought it to this person's attention, because this person does not care. They may even tell you that I do not care. And guess what? The best part is they still blame you. They never take accountability. They always play the victim. You still feel unaccepted. You still feel unvalued. You still feel unappreciated. And what's dangerous is with the covert narcissist, like no one around sees this happening. They may do this behind closed doors, okay? And also they talk about you. They smear campaign like a mud. Like they talk about you to other people, but they never really say it to your face. It may even be a situation where they say things to other people when you are around, but not in front of you. Like, these people are literally messed up in the head. Like, they don't think like us. They are very much so a victim in all situations. It don't matter what it is. They could be going through the worst of the worst, and it could be absolutely their fault, and they could do something about it. They can do something to change their situation, but they never take accountability. It's always someone else's fault. With these people, you have to love them in a different light. You got to love them from a distance. You can't take things personal when it comes to these people, because if you do, you're going to get caught up in the games, in the cycle, in the vicious systems that they want you to be under. You're going to always feel under attack, because these people are highly defensive. It's like they got to protect themselves no matter what. And even in some situations, they will lie to you just to get what they want. They will lie to other people just to get what they want. Like, these people don't know what the truth is. And a lot of people who don't know that this person is like this is going to fall for it. They're going to fall for the trap. They're going to fall for the trick. And if you tell someone what's going on, they're not going to believe you, because this narcissistic person knows how to convince people. It's like they've studied people for so long that they know how to convince people. And we're not going to take away that narcissist has been through something that left them traumatized, okay? That narcissist has been through pain. That narcissist has experienced something that led them so deep in a victimhood to where they are like this. But that does not mean feel sorry for this person, dumb yourself down for this person because of what this person has been through, because everybody has been through something. But this person is actually living through something that could have happened to them 12 years ago. This is something that may not even be existing right now, but they still living in that moment, okay? They still living in that 12-year-old self-esteem, or that 12-year-old mindset. Even if they're 50 years old, 40 years old, 30 years old, they're still living as a 10-year-old child. They haven't gotten past what they've been through to even have the emotional capacity to have a decent conversation with anyone. They still live in victimhood. And why I say don't fall for feeling sorry for them or having sympathy for them, because that person 9 times out of 10 is gonna always live in their victimhood. They're not trying to do anything to better themselves, to get out of that, okay? And they're going around hurting other people based off of hurt that they've been through, instead of healing themselves and getting out of whatever it was that made them feel this way. They're living in that way, and they're hurting the people around them, especially the people that's closest to them. And they don't care about you hurting. They don't care about your pain. They're not trying to empathize with you. So whatever you feeling, you can't even go to that narcissist about it. You can't tell them you feeling some type of way, even if it has nothing to do with them. It's not a good idea to get emotionally involved with a narcissist, because they're either going to turn it back around on them and say, well, I've been through worse, I'm going through this, something they may not even be going through for real, something they probably went through years ago, okay? But this is just how the narcissist is wired. And that sounds so bad, because it's like, it sounds so robotic, but that's what it feels like as well, being in the presence of a narcissist. Like, you cannot be yourself. You always walking on eggshells. Like, you just don't feel yourself. And when it comes to like a parent, like things that you've been through in your younger years, You could tell them, okay, this hurt me as a child, and you could tell them about it, and they'll say something like they forgot or that never happened. You know, this person is so good at gaslighting. That's their game. That's their tricks. That's their way of manipulating you. These people are really sick. They're really ill. They need help. But in their mind, they are the victim. They don't need help. You're the one that's doing this to them. You're the reason why I'm acting like this. It's your fault. If you would never did A, B, or C, I would never reacted in A, B, or C. When really, they're the one causing you to react the way that you are reacting, or approach them the way that you are. I mean, they never take accountability for anything. And I would definitely say the best way to handle a narcissist is to go no contact. Is to stay away from these people. Get away from these people, because nothing's ever going to change. It's not. You need to cut them toxic people out your life, family, blood, or not. You don't need that around you. Them type of people don't deserve your love or your honesty. They ain't looking to amend no relationship with you. They looking to be right while you be wrong. They looking to put you down so they can feel up. They want to make sure you feel sad so they can feel happy. They using you as narcissistic supply. Stop allowing them to make you feel less of who you are. Because you are a shining star. You are different. You are unique. And they can't accept the fact that you are not like them. Toxic. If y'all like videos like this, let me know, because I'll make longer videos like this. Me personally, I've witnessed a lot of narcissism in my life, and I'm literally just trying to stay away from it and do my own thing, because in the end, it tears down your self-esteem if you're vulnerable to it. And so you really have to build yourself up and just stay away from these people, because these people are toxic and sick, and they mislead themselves. So of course they're gonna mislead other people, and they leave you in a place of feeling stuck, feeling unwanted, all these unaddressed needs. It just is something that deep inside you wish could get better, but it's not going to get better. The only way a narcissist will get better is if they have the self-awareness to say that I have these problems. And then they go to therapy. And then they let the therapist do their job and not try to lie and mislead the therapist. I mean, that's the only way. So again, I am not a doctor, you guys. I am not a professional in this. I'm just going off of experience and what I've been through. And again, if you want to see more videos and content like this, or longer videos, make sure that you drop that down in the comments what it is you want to talk about, and drop your stories down in the comments as well. I got personal stories of my own that I could talk to you guys about, that I can get into, and I think that I'm going to start doing that. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video. I'm sending you love, light, and peace. I didn't expect the video to shoot off the way that it did. And my TikTok will be right here, you guys. Divine Royal. You can go and follow me on TikTok, where I create content like this, and there are plenty more videos for you to watch that'll bring you some awareness if you're going through any type of similar situation.